Today I'm going to show you guys how I made $2,008 on YouTube with low effort talking videos that you could do too. Just get a webcam and get started. What the fuck are you waiting for? Nah, but real shit, there's a lot of YouTube advice out there that is bull. I'm not going to cap, and I'm going to break down to you exactly what I do on a day-to-day basis so you guys can replicate these results. Because a lot of y'all be like, oh, bring back the coaching calls, bring back the coaching calls. And I was like, fuck it. If y'all want to do that, link is in the description. But let's get into the fucking video. So boom, I started off with a goal in mind. I was like, I'm going to try to get an extra $1,000 just off this YouTube channel, right? Because as you can see over here, I wasn't really posting that much. If I pull it back a little bit more, this is from July 15th to August 27th, right? I was posting 2 videos, 2, 1, 2, and then a little space because I was on tour. And I said, you know what? I got to crank it back up. I got to find a way to make videos. So I started doing them outside. I started doing more outside, and I was like, it's hitting, but it's not. I can't get my full expression out. So once I started getting back home, I started locking in a little bit, right? And I started experimenting with ideas. A lot of people, when they get stuck in this, oh, what niche should I choose? If you looked at my channel for half a second, you could see that I talk about anything, right? But you also got to remember the one consistent thing across all videos, even this one right now, is my personality is consistent throughout each video. So it's like, if you have to keep some level of consistency, if you're going to do 1,000 different niches, the one thing you have to do is make sure that your personality is consistent. Something has to be consistent with the story that you're telling on your YouTube channel. Because YouTube, at the end of the day, people want to watch some shit that either entertain them, teaches them, literally those two, right? Makes them feel something, evokes some kind of emotion, right? If you don't do that, you're fucked. I'm going to keep it a band, right? If you are not able to do that, you're done, right? Now, let's talk about why there was a change over here that happened, right? So I saw this video on YouTube. This goes to my second point. You need to watch YouTube. See what other people are doing. If you don't watch YouTube, you don't know what the fuck is going on over here on these side of the streets. You gotta watch YouTube. I watch a lot of YouTube, right? Okay? So boom, I made a video. It was called, I could go down here. You can see the shift. 5,000 views, how TikTok is stealing money from creators, right? It didn't do as well, but it did okay, you know? And then I dropped a video, 21,000 views the next fucking day, right? So the whole belief, oh, you're posting too much. Bullshit, that's cap, right? And another thing I'm gonna talk about, this shit got no thumbnail. This is literally just a thumbnail of me looking at the camera. So the whole thumbnail theory, bullshit as well. What matters is this, the title. The title is hold on, y'all don't think y'all hear me. The most important shit on YouTube, because what gets the click? What is the difference between this video doing well, right? This video right here, the one with 21,000, right? Versus this one right here. It's the topic, and what controls the topic? The title, right? So I said, all right, boom. Let me come back over here. Now, a lot of y'all are like, oh, how do I create a good title? How do I know if my title is good? Right? So here's where you take advantage of AI. And I know a lot of y'all's like, oh yeah, I'm fucking clicking off this video. My nigga, stop moving. Stay right there. I hate AI too. I do. But I use it because it was able to get me up. I'm able to get consistent results now with a simple prompt. Right? There's other prompts you could use, but the shit is easy. I'm going to break that down to you as well. So, this title is called I Got Zero Matches, right? So this is how I developed the idea. I came up with an original title first, right? And as you can see right here, I said, which title is great for Hex Speaks audience, right? So, Hex, you can do this. You can put which title is great for Hex, your channel name, right? If you have an audience already. Or if you do not have an audience, you have to know what the fuck your audience is going to be. You can't just be posting to the masses and hoping that it hits. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that. You have to know what your audience looks like. That's how you know what to target. I know that my target audience is mostly men around teenage to like upper, you know what I'm saying, like 35-ish. That's mostly my clientele, my audience. You have to know who the fuck you making videos for. If you're making it for everybody, it's not going to hit. I'm just going to keep it a band. I'm going to keep it a band. It's not going to hit because then you got no target, right? So I put, which title is great for Hex Speaks audience, right? And then I put my original title, which, why am I getting no matches on Tinder, Bumble, Hinge? Am I ugly? This would have been solid, but I was like, nah, I need something a little bit better, right? And then I put a comma. I'm getting 0 matches on Tinder, Bumble, and Hinge. Am I ugly, right? Then it breaks down. I'm using ChatGPT. I got the Pro Deluxe version right here, as you can see, Pro, right? And I use this shit a lot. For every video that I'm posting, I use this shit a lot. And of course, it's not one-to-one. You're not going to get a viral banger every time. But nothing in this life is guaranteed. You don't even know if you're going to wake up tomorrow. I ain't mean to get dark. I'm sorry. I apologize. But nothing is guaranteed in this life. All you doing is optimizing your chances to go viral on this platform. And this could work on TikTok, Instagram, MySpace, whatever the fuck you want to do. This shit works universally. It's easier on short form content. Real shit. This is simply a caption. But let me keep going. Right? So boom. It says, for Hex Speaks audience, here's how these two stack up. Right? It ranks the two because you can ask it to rank. Right? It says, go start with the first one, which is I'm getting 0 matches, Tinder, Bumble, Hinge, and am I ugly? Boom, boom, boom. It tells you why it works, right? The word 0 is visually stronger than no, right? Adds drama, direct, and personal great, right? So I already know I'm already in a good space. So I'm like, the character count for me is a little fucking high. So I come down here, right? It's going to give you other options that I think is cool, right? And then I thought about something else. I said, add quotes. I'm getting 0 matches on dating apps. Am I ugly? I was trying to reduce the character count. God damn, I can't talk, right? And then it says it adds the new ones that I posted here, and then along with the one I added here, and then it ranks it again based on my audience. They think based on what's gonna resonate well with my audience, right? So they put number 1, 0 matches on Tinder, Bumble, and Hinge. The harsh truth. I was like, nah, that sounds too AI. That sounds like some AI shit right there. This is what I'm telling you. You gotta vet it. AI is, this AI shit, a lot of people think, oh, AI is gonna take over the content. My nigga, AI right now, it ain't quite there yet, right? AI is only as good as the person driving the wheel. It's like having a car with no drivers. I know they got self-driving cars now, but that ain't the norm, right? Right now, we still gotta drive them motherfuckers, right? So AI is as good as you make it. If you suck at using this bitch, you ain't gonna get no results, okay? So I kept going. I was like, this is not quite the title I'm looking for, right? So I said, why is number 1 the best pick? 0 matches. They kept highlighting the 0 shit, right? And I go down, I'm still thinking. I take like an hour, right? Sometimes 2, sometimes a whole day to think of a title because it's the most important thing, right? I said, I'm getting 0 matches on Tinder, Bumble, Hinge, and am I ugly? Right? Now I added another title and it's adding it to the ranking list. It pushed it all the way to like 5 or 6. Kept going, right? I said fix the space because there was a space that I had in between. It's still ranking low, right? And then I decided to go with, what was it? I created a title. It was I got 0 matches on Tinder, Bumble, and Hinge. Am I ugly, right? So this title is literally a combination of 0 matches on Tinder, Bumble, and Hinge, right? And I took this part right here because I feel like it's stronger than the harsh truth. I feel like am I ugly is like, it's sparking some kind of controversy because it's like, I know I ain't ugly, but you know what I'm saying? It's giving room for people to make engagement. Engagement is important, right? You cannot be scared to spark conversation in the comments. If you scared, it is what it is. Especially if you're talking about shit like this, right? Engagement is gonna get you them views, right? It's gonna give YouTube a signal. Oh my God, these people are commenting crazy on this video. I dropped this bitch. This joint hit crazy. Like as you can see, first day out the gate, it did 11K. That was a new high for me. I'm like, oh, right? And then you see it says typically in this period, if you look right under the 1090, right? It says 260 to 480 in 1 hour and 25 minutes. I already knew I had a viral hit. This right here, this little shit is this little section, this little 1 out of 10, 8 out of 10 spot. This is the most important thing, because once it shows up, it will show you which video is going crazy out of all the videos here, right? Now, I'm gonna go on my analytics again. We're gonna look at what video did I just drop. We're gonna talk about that I moved to Las Vegas for my girlfriend, I regret it, right? This title, it started off terrible. It started off bad. It wasn't like super terrible. But as you can see, first 24 hours, if we zoom in, it was like on the gray. That means the typical performance. And then it ducked under the gray. You know why? Because I had so many people fucking with the dating shit. It was like my new normal. It's like my new low. Now my new baseline is higher than what I'm used to. So now I'm competing with my newer videos that are performing well, right? So this is another thing. You gotta let the shit ride out. Look, 4 days later, we are at 33,000, right? And if I pull this shit up on my phone, this is my best performing video right now on the YouTube. Let me show you, because I got stamps. I got stamps all day. You know what I'm saying? I know what the fuck I'm doing. Shit. Right? So boom, look at this. Let me pull up the blood clot. Hold on. 1 out of 10. This is the Las Vegas video. 1 out of 10. Blew it out the water, right? And then you guys are gonna ask, how did you get that idea for the title as well? First of all, it was a real story. A lot of y'all be thinking I'm fabricating this shit. It starts off with an original thought, but then I come here and I do the same shit, right? Boom, Las Vegas. We're gonna start at number 1. Well, this title, I decided to move to Las Vegas with my girlfriend, and I regret it, ranked well with Hex Speaks audience. I do the same shit again, right? And then I go through the motions. I move to, it says optimized version, right? It says issues with the current version. The phrasing is slightly off grammatically, and I regret it, feels incomplete, right? It's 74 characters. Nothing's wrong with having that many characters, but you got to remember, some people's watching on their phones, and usually I try to aim around for like 65-ish, 67. Then it starts cutting off on mobile devices, right? But if you're on TV, they could see like the whole 75. I have videos with like 80 characters that did well, and I'm gonna show you that as well. And then it came up with the version, I moved to Vegas for my girlfriend and I regret it, right? It was clean. I liked it. It was straight to the point. So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna do that shit, right? Even though I was still having a little, I kind of sat on this for a while because I was like, number 1 and 2 sounds good. I moved for my girlfriend, my biggest mistake of my life. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, I don't know, something about this one. I slept on it. I was like, I moved to Laos. I recorded the video already, right? I recorded the video and I kind of just slept on it. I was like, I woke up and I was like, I'm gonna go with this one. And now, like, here it is. I moved to Las Vegas with my girlfriend and I regret it. I took out the dash because I was just like, it doesn't make sense. I just I lowercase the and, right? So it could just flow. Right? It flew. You know what I'm saying? And then for here, you can see 368 subscribers, right? Browse features. What is that? That means a lot of people are watching it on their homepage, right? Browse feature is when you open up YouTube, the video is like right there because a lot of people are fucking with it, right? That's if you getting videos from browse features, that's a viral sign. That means you're getting a video that's popping up on people's homepage and they're clicking on that motherfucker, right? Hence the click-through rate, 6.4. A lot of people say you need 300. The higher the better, obviously. But it's like the more impressions you get, the lower your click-through rate is gonna be. That's just the natural effect of viral videos, right? I can prove that theory right now. Let me go to my most viral video, and this is gonna regurgitate what I said about niches. My first paycheck at my new remote IT job. How I got into IT with no experience. I did ChatGPT on this joint too. Right? And this one is about, what is this? 83 characters, right? 83. But I'm saying if I was able to shorten this, there was really no way for me to shorten this. I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna just pull the trigger. And again, no thumbnail. Thumbnail ass, dirt. It's literally just a receipt of my paycheck that I made at the job that I was working at, right? And that's the video. The thumbnail is supposed to support the title. It doesn't have to be no extremely Photoshop shit, right? If you can do that, more power to you. I'm not saying you don't have, there's no points of like having a great thumbnail. But if you can't get the people to be interested in whatever it is the topic is, which is the title, right? They don't give a fuck about the thumbnail. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Keep it a buck. You're wasting your time, right? You're gonna spend 3 hours on the thumbnail when you should be spending 3 hours on your title, right? And make sure the content that you're making is actually good as well. So boom, right? My first paycheck on my new remote job, right? This is a perfect example of what I be talking about. This video did crazy, went ridiculous, right? And then the click-through rate, again, 5.4, 3.2 million expressions. It's gonna be low. If you getting that many impressions, it's this. If you get a 20%, you're Mr. Beast. You're different. You're different, right? I'm not saying it's impossible, but like, take measurable steps. Don't automatically shoot for a 10% CTR. When you start off new, it's gonna be higher. You'll have a 15% CTR because you're getting low impressions. A lot of y'all are like, oh, I get 0 views on my videos, this, that, and the third. Go to your analytics of that video, go to reach, and then look at the impressions. If you see 0 impressions, that means YouTube is hoeing you. I'm not gonna lie. But if you see impressions, but you're getting 0 views, that means your video is dog shit, right? The video itself may not be dog shit, but the title, something about people looking at your video is not clicking. It's not click worthy. You have to clickbait. I always say this to people. They be like, oh, but I don't want to clickbait. I want to make my own content. Get no views then. Get no views then. Get no views then. You have to clickbait, bro. Right? So let's go back here. Let's go back to the most recent. Right? So I had a video that popped off. I got 0 matches on Tinder, Bumble, Hinge, Am I Ugly? That popped off crazy. And this is why a lot of people ask me, why do you read the comments? Why do you look at your analytics? Because it was giving me ideas. Once I saw this video blew up, I said, yeah, they fucking with it. I gotta make a part 2. I gotta expand it. So I was reading a lot of the comments. I got 0 matches on Tinder. A lot of people's like, change your Tinder profile picture. Guess what I did? I went straight to fucking ChatGPT and made a part 2. I said, I'm gonna expand on this series. I made it a whole series. If you have an idea, let me change my camera. If you have an idea that works, remix the shit out of that motherfucker. It's like making an episode 1, episode 2, episode 3, episode 4. People love that shit. I already knew the next video after that was gonna pop off even crazier because now I'm getting an influx of subscribers. So I said, I bet. Let me do another part 2, and it's gonna make sense because it's like I got 0 matches on Tinder. People are giving me advice in the comments, which is why I read my comments because it helps with content ideas. And I'm like, this is gonna be a perfect part 2 because it's like I applied the things that people say I should do, and let's see if it changes anything, right? So I made a part 2. I said I changed my Tinder profile, right? You already know what I did. I changed. Let me look for change. Boom. I have a lot here. So I said I have a title idea. I changed my pictures on Tinder and still got 0 matches. What am I doing wrong? That was the original idea for Hex Speaks audience. I always put my audience because even though it's in the same thread, you just want to make sure. And I said I wanted to have a similar effect to the title. I got 0 matches on Tinder, Bumble, and Hinge, Am I Ugly? Because it performed really well. What are some variations that I could use for it? Right? So see what I did there? I kind of made sure that the next video was going to pop off. And look at the results, my nigga. Look, we went from, hold on. We went from 21, and then the next video after that was 33. We went up 12,000 views, right? Because we used we was trying to get the same effect, right? I said, okay, cool. And then it says, got it. It says, I changed my Tinder picture and still got 0 matches. What's going on, right? It kind of sounds like what I got going on here, right? But I said, nah. This part was good. I still got 0 matches and what's going on, right? I didn't like the what's going on part. It sounded very, very AI-ish. You know what I'm saying? So I said, what did I say next? No, it ranked, what the blood? Oh, it gave me variations and then it ranked it. This is very important too. You have to rank these motherfuckers. It's not gonna, AI is not 100% right. You can do everything right here, but it still be, you know what I'm saying, a terrible video. It happens all the time. It's just better odds. You want the best odds possible, right? Boom. There's guarantee. If you keep using shit like this, you will get a video that pops off. You just have to keep experimenting. If you take anything from this video, keep experimenting. Keep experimenting. A lot of people start up their YouTube channel and they just do straight reactions thinking they're going to get views. My nigga, look, listen. I'm not trying to come for the reaction channels, but put a little bit more effort into your video, bro. Real shit. Real shit. Okay? The only way reaction videos is going to get views, this is how reaction videos work. Whoever reacts to the shit first, you gotta worry about the relevancy of the topic, right? If the topic you're talking about is relevant, right? Like say if something happens, crypto or whatever, I don't know, something drastic happens and you react to it. You have to be one of the first few people to react to it. But by then, you probably like one of the 10th, 12th, and people got channel authority over you. So it's like, you're kind of in a losing battle if you're starting from zero, right? So reaction content is very difficult. You're better off doing something that's more relatable, like talking about dating stuff or life and stuff like that, right? Do something that people actually watch. What do you watch on YouTube? Make content on that. Make content on things that you actually give a shit about. And then look it up, see if people are making content on that, and see how you can spin it off. But anyways, back to my point, right? So I said, I changed my Tinder pics and still got 0 matches. I basically iterated it until I came up with, I did a few. As you can see, I was going for a good, probably 2 hours, right? I ain't gonna lie. I was going for a little minute. So I think we came up with something over here in this area. Y'all get the point. But I basically adopted the idea. I got the 0 matches on, I changed my Tinder pics and still got 0 matches. And I kind of added the I'm done at the end, right? And then that I'm done finality kind of added the dramatics, you know what I'm saying? That's like my emotions. I applied your advice, I'm done, right? So it's dramatic. It's like, oh man, this guy, he's about to start his villain arc. Nothing works. It's like a lot of people can also relate to it as well. That's why this content idea worked, because it's like a lot of people right now is struggling in the dating world, right? There's gender wars, there's all type of shit going on, but it's like, fuck it. I might as well talk about my experience as well, and I talk about other things as well. So it's like, people gonna watch this video because they watched the last one. I already knew off rip that people were interested. You look at the analytics, it shows. It shows 435 subscribers. You got more subs off this. Now, my channel went from doing tech-related videos. No, it went from doing gaming videos to making YouTube advice videos to making tech videos to making self-improvement videos to making dating videos now. You know what I'm saying? And then we started a whole nother series right here where we was talking about, I dragged it a little bit, right? Because a lot of people thought I was lying about my blood clot dating struggles, when it's like, no, this is real shit. This is what happens. So this was like the area where I was like, all right, I'm going to just kind of dead it now, because it's like, I feel like I have more to offer than just talking about dating all the time. You know what I'm saying? Which is a great topic, but again, I don't want to be fake. So I went into a whole nother topic where I talked about my veneers, my whole veneers journey. I finally took my fake teeth out. This is the real me, right? I did that on ChatGPT as well, right? Fake teeth, right? Let me see. Did it? Here we go. I started off here. It says, I basically ideated it. Y'all get the point of the whole thing. Take your title idea, make sure that it's going to have some kind of effect on people, right? Because you have to make them feel something in order to get views. You cannot just, I'm gonna make a video, iPhone 4, and title it that with a sick ass thumbnail. It's not gonna work. I'm gonna keep it a band. New Call of Duty gameplay. Black Ops 7. You know what I'm saying? Like, You know how many gameplay videos there are of Black Ops 7? You gotta make it stand out somehow, some way. And the title is gonna be your best friend. I'm telling you, bro, your title is gonna be your best fucking friend because the title is the idea. The thumbnail is simply a picture that represents the title. If there's no title, the thumbnail is useless, right? You're gonna be playing guessing, right? You can literally have a picture of Black Ops 7 in the thumbnail, but if you put the title as ... they're gonna be like, what the fuck is this? They're not gonna know what to expect. They're just gonna have to click on the video. Unless it says Black Ops 7, you put the title in the thumbnail, but you're gonna be squinting, right? You're gonna be squinting to see it. So, ideate your ideals, right? Experiment, especially if you're a new channel. Do not try to stick with one niche unless you know for sure that there's an audience for it, and that's something you're extremely passionate about. But if you're new, do not be afraid to experiment. It is okay to experiment. I'm talking about 1,000 different things on this channel. But the reason why people tune in, it has varying results. Obviously, 7,000, 5,000, 32,000, 7, 6, 9, 15. But eventually, my new baseline is going to be 10K on a bad video. It's going to get there. It's low-key starting to get there, right? These videos are quite recent, right? But boom. Do not be afraid to experiment because that will allow you to get more information. It's like, okay, that idea didn't work. Let me try something else. That idea didn't work. Let me try something else. And then you get an idea that works. Then you get into the phase where you start ideating and you make a part 2, make a part 3, make a part 4, or expand on that idea. And then that becomes a subtopic on your YouTube channel, right? You have to watch YouTube in order to know what works, right? The reason why I knew this dating advice video, talking about my experience was going to work because I saw somebody else make a video about it, and I was like, let me do a spin and talk about my experience, but make it like a little dramatic. You know what I'm saying? Talking about how I get 0 matches and I'm done, right? True story, but it is what it is, right? What is more important, thumbnails or titles? Again, titles is the most important shit. All of these videos here, let me, all right? All of these videos here, if you look at the views, the only thing that's different is the thumbnail. This one got 37,000 views. All I did was put text in it, right? You don't have to do that, but a lot of people do that. You don't have to make an extravagant Photoshop degree thumbnail for views. I did it here. I put text. I put it here. 2,000 views right after. Didn't work. Same kind of format. I thought I was on to something. I was like, shit, it's not working. Did it again. Didn't work. Then I made worst data of my life. Why I'm giving up on data. This is literally a screenshot from the video. 25,000. 25,000. What is different? The topic. The topic will win every fucking time. So the people that's like, oh yeah, you gotta make sure your thumbnail. Cap. Thumbnail is very important, but the title is number one. The title is number one. That's what gives the viewer, okay, I'm watching this, right? 7 stupid things I wish I never did in my 20s. Why I'm disappointing my friends. Why streaming is impossible, right? All of these ideas, they're cool, right? They're cool. And then we're like, okay, I got 0 matches on Tinder, but on Hinge. Boom. Went crazy again. I changed my Tinder pics and still got 0 matches, right? Dating in 2025 is manipulation. 10,000 views. Outliers, right? Crazy. This title was probably my craziest title. I tried to be okay and still got 0 matches, so I talked to it, you know what I'm saying? And this was an experiment. I don't want to say the word because a lot of people say, oh, you're going to trip, da-da-da-da. But it's like I did an experiment in the video to see if odds would change if I were to speak to that person, right? But it didn't. But a lot of people was like, yo, your titles is crazy. But it's true stuff. It's like, if you're going to make a title like that, at least, this is where people get upset about clickbaiting, right? When you clickbait and you don't deliver, that's when people get upset. It's like, bro, why you put that in the fucking title and you didn't do it? Like, why would you do that? That's deceitful. That's terrible, right? So, long story short, if you're leaving this video right now, let me tell you 3 things, right? Thumbnails, titles, focus on the title more. That'll be your best friend, your bestie, right? YouTube will take that information and know who to serve it to. It's not based on the picture. Keep it in the buck, right? Use AI, ChatGPT, Perplex, whatever. Use it. It's a tool. Use it. I know I hate it too. I get it. Whenever I hear AI, I'm like, oh my God, here we go. We about to go down this AI bullshit. But I'm not gonna lie, use it. It makes your life easier. It needs a driver at this moment. There will come a day where it won't need a driver, and that's gonna be the scariest day of my life. But it is what it is. Again, watch YouTube. If you have an idea, go on YouTube and see if people are doing it's free information. For a lot of my gamers out here that's making Call of Duty, Arena Breakout, Escape from Tarkov, whatever, World of Warcraft content, look at people who are small and see what they're doing. If they have 1,000 subscribers and they got a video that hit 200,000 views in a span of 30 days, the last 30 days, look at that video and see how you can remix that motherfucker. Because if he can do it with 1,000 subscribers, for sure as hell you can. He has 1,000 subscribers. 199,000 people that weren't subscribed to him watched that video for some reason, right? Finding a niche when you're small does not matter. If you know exactly what it is, if you did content research before, you started your YouTube channel and you know what you want to make content on and you see a demand for it, make content on that. Drive it through, right? You can't expect your first video to go off. It can happen, but the odds are low. You got to pump out a good 10 to 20. Unfortunately, right? And a lot of people be like, oh, you got to post every day. You don't have to. You don't have to, right? I haven't posted on this channel before I got to this point, right? I hadn't posted consistently for a good 2 to 3 months. And then after I got off, I came back home, right, from traveling, from the tour. I said, let me ramp it up again. Let me start, trying different ideas. But yeah, other than that, for those who want the one-on-one coaching, go in the blood clot description, book your blood clot call. If you want specific advice, if you want me to go in there and get your shit together, and optimize your chance of success, feel free to hit me up. Book a blood clot call or go on my Instagram. All of that is in the blood clot description. But other than that, go suck your mother. I love you guys.